Today's Nutrition Forum is organized like a well-paced magazine. And we have different sections to cover these different aspects of the nutrition story. We start with something called Poshan Spotlight. And the issue that we're going to talk about, starting off with, is called What's New in Nutrition? Challenge, Convergence, and Collaboration. To take this topic forward, let me invite the Senior Vice President of AMESA, Reckitt Benckiser Health, Mr. Gaurav Jain.
Good morning and good health, ladies and gentlemen. I use the term health because we've gathered here this morning to talk about health. Health for all, every man, woman, and more specifically, the children who denote the future of India. I think this day today reminds me of 2nd October 2014, when our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi made a call to make India open defecation free at that time. He at that time also announced the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. When that program was announced in 2014, the toilet coverage in India was about 39%. In 2019, the toilet coverage has gone to 99.8%. A success, and you all know it's a major success, a success of that scale requires strong leadership, clear vision, and set timelines. It is a movement that we as a nation and we as citizens are proud of. I think we as a group here and all of India have to make the same commitment towards malnutrition as was done in the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. I am also privileged to be addressing this esteemed gathering of experts and high-power decision makers in the field of malnutrition. Personalities and organizations such as yours, who have devoted a significant part of their lives to elevate the nutritional status of this country and lay the foundation for a healthy nation. I'm very thankful to Indraneel. Thanks a lot for giving me this honor to speak here. I don't claim to be an expert on nutrition at all. I think my only claim to fame is that I happen to be and I'm lucky enough to lead a company in India whose vision is to make a significant difference to the lives of every day and at every life stage of 1 billion Indians. I can also say with some degree of confidence that my team, which has worked extremely hard on the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan through our flagship program of Banega Swachh India by Dettol, has made some difference in this field of Swachh Bharat. The one common thing that we now have with nutrition is that last year we started a program with the government of Maharashtra, and we've taken the responsibility to nourish 1,000 villages in Maharashtra through the malnutrition program that we are leading. And it's indeed an honor for me to be in front of such a learned audience and people from all parts of the nation to be part of the Outlook Poshan Awards. This is a time to celebrate success, but also to scale up the interventions that are working. And that is the need of the hour. Together, we hope to eradicate the curse of malnutrition for our country. Our Prime Minister recently mentioned that good nutrition is the foundation of New India. And the Honorable Minister of Women and Child Development has shown personal commitment to track the progress of malnutrition and has made a commitment towards making India malnutrition free by 2022. As India is striving to be a $5 trillion economy, the future of this country lies in today's children. Malnutrition has an impact on social, emotive, cognitive well-being of the children, and in the long run, it impacts the growth and productivity of this country. There is a very strong commitment and leadership by the Government of India on this issue, and the government has also stepped up budgets recently on women and child development by over 20%. With India's working population on the rise, the key differentiator versus other countries of the world will be productivity gains will only be achieved when children have the best start in life, which means that India has to be a malnutrition-free India. While you all know that malnutrition is not the direct cause of death in children, the recent report by the Sample Registration Report it shows that about 65% of the deaths in children can be linked to malnutrition in some way. The biggest one is prematurity and low birth rate, followed by infections like pneumonia and diarrhea, and then some other stuff which happens through malnutrition, which is anomalies, bacterial sepsis and infections. This is really unacceptable for a country like India, more so because most of this is preventable. And all of us need to work to contribute to reverse this situation. The solution to this problem encompasses a lot of stuff. It encompasses sanitation, hygiene, breastfeeding, fortification, nutrition, food security, accessibility to treatment, care and support. So it's a complex problem which doesn't have a very simple solution. Malnutrition, as you saw in the video also in the morning, just now, it's one of the biggest challenges in the world, with over 2 billion people who are lacking key nutrients like vitamin A or iron. 155 million children stunted, 52 million children wasted. And India, in some way, maybe wrongly so, accounts for 31% of the global burden on stunting. The prevalence differs from state to state. Some states are as high as 65%. Some districts are as high as 65%. And I saw data that shows that 239 out of 604 districts that are in India are above 40% stunting levels. No national purpose can be achieved without public, private and civil society coming together. To make India and Indians proud, there has to be a greater role of public-private sector mix. Since, as I said, it's a very complex issue. We need to prioritize, invest in data, capacity to use data, and we need to scale up financing through government allocated funds and CSR grants. We need nutrition diversity to fast-track our progress, galvanize action on healthy diet, and importantly, all of us make and deliver on commitments to end malnutrition in all forms. We have taken up the responsibility as a company to nourish 1,000 villages in Maharashtra. That program is in collaboration driven by Plan India, Vihara International Network, and the Village Social Transformation Foundation. We are working in 2 districts of Nandarbar and Amravati, and those have been chosen because they are aspirational districts with a very high tribal population and WASH indicators. We plan to cover both the mother and child. The focus is the first 1,000 days of a child's birth, 270 days in the womb, and 2 years as he is growing up. Improving nutritional status of pregnant women by encouraging consumption of IFA tablets, full antenatal checkups, would result in reduction in preterm and low birth rate babies. Initiation of breast milk within 1 hour of birth, improved diet diversity among lactating women, exclusive breastfeeding and complementary diet along with breastfeeding for up to 2 years are some of the measures that we are working on. We have set up breastfeeding pods in public places. We are starting a digital voucher scheme to take severely malnourished children to nourishment rehabilitation centers, and that also covers the cost of transportation and the loss of wages. We are also working on hygiene, sanitation and access to clean drinking water in these areas. I think you will hear about it more as the day goes along. The presence of all of you, stakeholders, potential partners here today, not only gives me encouragement, but also hope that these many like-minded people across various sectors who are open to partnerships for a larger national purpose will come together, and we all will do something to change this situation. It is also very heartening to see media playing a role in a big way in this war against malnutrition. Outlook portion is an extraordinary step. It has been inspired by the Sustainable Development Goal 2017, which talks of partnerships to achieve the goals that are set. And we are here to join hands to achieve the SDG 2 and SDG 3, which is zero hunger and good health and well-being respectively. I hope by the time that we leave the room this evening, many new partnerships would have been formed, and these would go a long way to make India hunger-free by using appropriate technologies to ascertain the results and scaling best practices nationwide. I look forward to that day when we achieve that vision. Thank you very much.